Tuloy-tuloy pa rin tayo sa The Marian Cabral Show. Paano po ba nagsimula ang translasyon?
Well, there were, of course, several stages ng pag-develop ng translasyon. Pero ang pinakaunang dahilan ng ng translasyon is, of course, to connect the devotion to the larger sector ng society. You have to understand na yung Peña Francia Shrine at that time was stuck in a remote place. Labas ito ng Ciudad de Nueva Cáceres. So it's actually a settlement of the Cimarrones. Noong panahon, just to give some insights on the Cimarrones, ang Cimarrones were actually dreaded by the lowlanders. Kinakatakutan sila, para silang mga smugglers, para silang mga robbers, mga thieves. So ayaw ng mga tao noong tumira kung saan naroon yung mga Cimarrones. And for that reason, bakit nagkaroon tayo ng Cimarrones na connected sa devotion? Because sila nag-request ng parish priest who would protect them. And if the request would be granted, then they would go down to the settlement and live in peace with the Spanish government. Symbolically, parang sinasabing, ang debosyon is no longer confined to the Cimarrones. Ang debosyon ay para sa mga Bicolano, para sa mga Espanyol. So kaya dinala nila doon sa cathedral at that time. But this was already about mga 1800s na. But then, by about 1860s, 1870s, doon na marami ng mga lumaganap na yung debosyon, marami ng mga residente ng ibang probinsya ang pumupunta sa Nueva Cáceres.
We have this fluvial procession. Meaning to say po is pagsakay ni Ina sa pagoda. So ano pong simbolismo nito sa atin? Kailan po ito nasimulan?
Well, it appears, Maria, na the fluvial procession had been going on since the time na yung mga about 1710. Onward, most probably meron ng fluvial procession. The reason is because ang tubig ay bahagi na ng kultura ng Bicolano and ng mga Southeast Asian. Kaya kung merong mahalagang religious celebration sa kanila, it would always be in the water. The celebration of the image is actually deeply embedded doon sa tubig. Ang tubig ay bahagi ng seremonya, bahagi ng ritual. And that is true even before the coming of the Spaniards.
We have so many incidents during the fluvial procession, and one of which was the Colgante Bridge, right? So, and it was believed that it was because may babaeng sumakay sa pagoda. I don't know if you believe that. So, why do we have that belief na hindi dapat sumakay ang babae sa pagoda? And the Virgin of Peña Francia lang dapat ang babae ang nakasakay sa pagoda?
Well, titingnan natin yan sa medyo sophisticated na perspective siguro sa ang Filipino society is highly gendered society. Ibig sabihin, defined ang pagkagdating sa kapangyarihan, lalo na sa early colonial period and more so sa pre-colonial society. Parang sinasabi niya na may place ang babae na para sa kanila lang. May place ang lalaking para sa kanila lang. So, yung belief na meron tayong Orduja or Orduha, Princess Orduha, is a myth. An Indologist, a friend of mine, an expert on Hindu culture in the Philippines, had already demolished that belief. Wala talagang Orduja as a historical character. Ibig sabihin, walang leader na babae. So, ibig sabihin, political life is not the domain of the women. So, ang lalaki ang talagang leader. Naging model natin ay si Virgin Mary. Na Virgin Mary na sa bahay lang kanyang buhay to attend to the family. So, parang yan ang template ng mga Bicolano, even pagdating sa Peña Francia devotion. Na ang devotion ni Peña Francia is as a ritual, as a public activity, is for the men. So kahit nasa fluvial procession, yung pagoda, hindi po, si Peña Francia lang ang dapat nandun. Siya lang object ng veneration. So yung mga babae, hindi pwede nun. Kasi it's a public activity which is exclusively, supposedly for the men. Parang myth being imposed on a certain event. So we interpret a certain event based on our traditional way of looking at things.
Gusto pong pasalamatan ka to give you thanks for being here with me.
I'm very grateful yan to share yung insights sa Peña Francia devotion and through this event I'm able to again share certain informations na palagay ko importante sa mga Bicolano.
And for your book launching, Tapas, the Marian Cabral Show is ready to support you.
Thank you.
In whatever you do.
Thank you. Yeah, there are still tentative plans, pero yung launching a book on the Masbate this upcoming September, but there's a bigger project I'm working on, yung re-examining the Magellan expedition. This is something, the first time that a book on the Magellan expedition will be written by a Filipino historian. So hopefully we'll be able to come up with this book within this year, and probably it's a landmark in the Philippine historiography, especially on the Spanish colonial period. Thank you very much.